All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Mukar Kodash. I want to say and give double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders of Great Millstone for teaching his word and truth and sincerity, for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe who believe and fear Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And Shalom to the elect, Lord willing, we're part of that holy number, the 144,000. Hey, I'm the brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii, coming to you with another lesson. And it's a reply video slash a video of basically a response video that the elder brother from the UK, Elder Rakal Yaquab, he posted this video on his page. His page is GMS Fear the Most High 7. You see it right there at the bottom. All right. Please subscribe and be edified to his videos, man. All right. So his video that he posted was Edom soldiers are plagued by blood. And this man, I'm not going to play the whole video. You can watch the video. But this man right here, he's an Israeli soldier. And he's speaking at the Knesset. And, he caught hell. He caught hell in Esau's army, his so-called military over there in Israel. And, this man, he's paralyzed. He clearly is suffering from PTSD, like extreme levels of PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome. He's because of his illnesses, he's fallen into debt. He's extremely grieved, and this man, I'm not sure if he's an Arab or Edomite, but he over there in Esau, in that country that Esau took and usurped, which is our country. He's in the state of Israel, so he's fighting in Edom's army, and this is a common occurrence in all of Esau's military. Okay, from those that are living in the state of Israel to America to Europe to Russia. You know what I mean? Wherever Esau is at, he doesn't care about his military people. It ain't just in America. There's a movie called The 4th of July, starring Tom Cruise as an injured soldier returning from the Vietnam War. And when he came home, nobody gave a F about him, And it's the same way here. And here it is, this dude in one of the most technologically sound militaries. It's a wealthy nation because they get nothing but handouts from America, and he can't even be taken care of. He said he beat his wife every day. He catching hell, man. He pissed on himself every day. You know what I'm saying? He's in debt. He can't work. And on top of that, he's constantly reminded by the wickedness that he had to lay down. Because see, Esau, the super elite, they're not going to go out and do the massacring. They're going to hire the poor to do it via these militaries, man, and these different proxies. Okay, and this is wicked for a soldier to suffer something like this. And I can speak about this because I myself go through these things. I'm not paralyzed, but I go through these things. All right, so I want to play a little bit of what he was saying. Let me play a little, and you can hear with sincerity in this man's voice. He's extremely grieved because of his service in the military.
את מדברת איתי על אנשים חדשים? אני RPG עובר לי בראש עכשיו. עכשיו אני מדבר איתכם בתוך ה-D9 נלחם. אני בתוך ה-D9 מריח את הריח של הגופות. אני אוסף את הפצועים בידיים שלי, איפה אתם? טוב. מי זה רגע? לא עולה לישון לסיכוי. אני את האישה הזאת כמעט הרגתי כמה פעם בידיים שלי מתוך שינה. אני משתין בלילה, אני מפחד. אני לא ישן בחדר. אם אני לא שותה בקבוק הרג ביום, אני לא עולה לישון.
Yeah, and his story is very common amongst veterans of military service, especially us of those who've been to war. You know what I'm saying? And that show you how much these nations truly care about their fighting force, man. Well, that's wicked and it's a sin. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 26, verse 28. It says, there be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, and men of understanding that are set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepareth such a one for the sword. You see? So, that grieves the Lord's heart. Now, not the Lord don't give a damn about these Amalekites, but particularly us Israelites, we go through something like this. Here it is, you done sacrifice your life for your so-called nation, and for you to return and your nation to treat you like you don't matter, they don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? You're in poverty. You got people that ain't never went to war, that ain't never defended their nation, living on a high horse, exploiting the system, living wealthy. You know what I'm saying? But yet you got people that actually sacrifice their life. You got to understand something. Very few people of these nations, populations, actually go to war and fight. And then when you go to war, you're going to war on propaganda. You ain't going to war on truth. You ain't going to war on spirituality. You ain't going to war for the the livelihood of your nation. You're really going over there to fight a war for the bankers, like Smelly Butler said. All wars are bankers' wars, man. When's the last time you seen these bankers in these three-piece suits go fight a battle? Never. They never do. What they do is they orchestrate it from behind these shadow governments and make the poor do it. I'll give an example. Here it is, another Amalekite. You got one Amalekite, the video that I'm showing you, he's crying about him catching hell from his service. Well, this is what one of the top Edomites said. Military men are just dumb, stupid animals to be used as pawns in foreign policy. And what most military men and women don't realize is that that's all they are. And nobody cares about the pawns. But that's wicked. According to the scriptures, that's wicked. A man of war should never suffer poverty. If anybody's going to be wealthy in any society, it should be military men. You look at how many percent. Let me look this up. So when I was in the service, when I was in the military, they said that less than 1% of the U.S. population serve in the military. But according to this, it says the share of the U.S. population with military experience has declined, according to data from the U.S. Census Bureau. That's an inside joke. In 1980, about 18% of the U.S. adults were veterans, but that share fell to 6% in 2022. So, the average service via the population in the military is little to nothing. 6% from 300 plus million people, that ain't nothing. But yet you see people here struggling, man. And it's hell because nobody wants to hear our story. No one cares about our pain, whether it be physical pain or mental pain. And the mind is very fragile, especially in this time. And this dude he's falling apart, man. This dude, he got to beg the top Edomite government for assistance, the Knesset. The Rothschilds run and operate the Knesset. They got more than their hearts could wish for, but they ain't sharing it. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 14, verse 5. Right? He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. Look what they doing to this Edomite soldier. Look what they doing to this Edom soldier. He's evil to himself. How can you expect him to be good to somebody else? You know what I'm saying? That's why we don't put our hope in Esau, Edom. We don't put our hope in his system. You know what I'm saying? This man could care less about what he's doing to people, man. Long as he gets the benefit, man. And the Israeli soldiers, they rarely deploy to like real war hostile areas. Where they deploying that in their own country? Which it ain't their country, but where they deploying it in their own country. And they're destroying their own citizens. They're destroying them Palestinians and anybody else they feel like killing. You know what I'm saying? It says verse 3, Ecclesiastes 14:3, riches are not common for a nigger, and what should an envious man do with money? Right, man. And a nigger is a stingy person, and Esau is extremely stingy. It's so bad that he can't even help the 6% of his population that serves in his military. And to get these compensations and these different help, because it ain't like America. The state of Israel is not like America. They don't have a lot of programs geared for military service men and women that are injured in the line of duty. You know what I'm saying? There's not a huge outpouring like it is in America. And even then, even here in America, it's hard as hell. You got like mad veterans. Matter of fact, check this out. Right. This is the percentage of homeless people that are veterans. It says homeless veterans, U.S. military veterans are estimated to make up a large portion. You see, 11% of homeless of 11% of homeless adults. The Pennsylvania Department of Military and Veterans Affairs wants to see every veteran with safe, secure housing and living a happy life. Yeah, right. It says right here, percentage of homeless people who are U.S. military veterans. This is an old stat, but I guess that was the 1980s. It was 34%. You know what I'm saying? And then like in 2018, it went to 12%. Those numbers are still extremely high, man. It's just the same period of homelessness fell by 40. It says dedicated to funding homeless veterans increased dramatically since 2019, and that's in America. So, you know, these numbers are extremely high because it really should just be zero. Veterans of color more likely to be homeless. So here it is, you're an Israelite, you're likely to more be homeless than anybody in the world. If you're a so-called, it says Native Hawaiians and other Pacific Islanders at 105.8%, American Indian and Alaskan Native, which those are Israelites, 88.4%, Black or African American, 56%. You see, Hispanic or Latino, 33.9%. You see, while Esau and the so-called Esau, the so-called white man, and Moab and Ammon, the so-called Chinese and Japanese, they're at 13 and 12%, man. You see? So even in that, there is race-based. And that shit is wicked, bro. You know what I mean? And I don't know this, man. I don't give a damn about Esau, Edom, but as a veteran, I can feel some sympathy and empathy, man, for this man. Because I've been there, bro. You know what I'm saying? My last marriage fell apart because of that shit, bro. The same shit this man is speaking about, I was living through it. I was fucking living through it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no fucking way. This shit is bad, man. So I'll end it off with this precept right here. All right? I'll end it off with this precept right here. Sirach 10 and 1. I'm sorry, Sirach 10 and 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. So Esau is an unwise king. You know what I'm saying? He kill his own people. He don't care about you. If he don't care about himself, how could he care about you? You know? And that's why you Edomites are going to be destroyed. Because unlike y'all, every Israelite in our kingdom, first of all, you ain't going to know war no more. We ain't going to have to fight war no more. But every Israelite going to be eating, man. Ain't going to be not one poor, downtrodden, lowly, complaining Israelite. It's not going to happen. All our people going to be righteous. All our people going to be fed. All our people going to be housed. All our people going to be rich. All our people are going to be spiritually rich. All our people are going to be living eternal, man. Not just some. Because see, if Esau had that ability to live eternal and have nothing but wealth, only a few of the Edomites would have it. They wouldn't even share with all of Edom. Look now. Look at the shit that these Edomites, you got poor, dirty-ass Edomites on the street right now, drugged out and bugged out. You know what I'm saying? While you got a small percentage of their people, mainly Amalekites, living wealthier than the world population combined. You know what I'm saying? So he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? An unwise king destroyeth his own people. You destroy your fighting force. You weaken your own fighting force. So this man is a devil, man. Estelle would say, Shalom, on to the next.